Hope everyone is having a great day. Hope everyone has a blessed day. Hope everyone has a safe weekend. Let me ask y'all a question. Why do people be nosy when you pull up beside them? What is it that makes you want to look in my car? All I did was pull up beside you, and now you want to look in my car. For what? I don't get it. What's so special about my car? Why do you want to look in my car? Like, I can see you out the peripheral vision of my eye looking in my car. I don't get it. I don't give a shit about people. Let me rephrase that. I don't give a shit about people in their cars when they're driving and what they're doing or what they got in there or how they look. I don't care. I'm focused. But I should not be able to see you trying to look up in my car out the peripheral vision of my side eye. You got to be a nosy motherfucker. For that to happen. So I wanted to come on real quick this afternoon. I wanted to make this quick video this afternoon because I just came from, having my daughter in gymnastics, right? And when you have children, it seems like they always need something. It seems like they always need something. Whether it's new clothes, a new toothbrush, money, something. It's always something, right? And I understand that. I've been a father for 13 years. I understand it. One thing that I don't understand and that kind of ticks me off a little bit is when they wait till the last minute to tell you something, to tell you that they need something. And then they think that just because they're waiting till the last minute to tell you that they need something, they think that is going to allow them to get what they need, even if it's not a want, and even if it's something that they really need, right? I'm sure that I've probably done that a few times when I was a child. I don't recall myself doing that often. But it seems like and I already told my daughter about this. I already told her that when it comes down to, especially if it's, regarding something that's financial, I need to be knowing this a week in advance. I need to be knowing this a couple weeks in advance so that I can prioritize my finances and make sure that whatever you need gets taken care of. And I just hate when something happens and then they try to make it seem like it's just something that just happened when it's something that's been a growing issue for weeks or months at a time. And then all of a sudden, one day, out the blue, now you're finally just hearing about the situation, when you should have been knowing about the situation the whole time. And then they think that just because they let you know the situation in a moment's notice, that you're just going to be able to act in a moment's notice and resolve that issue. And that's not the way that life works in most instances. Most instances. So I'm like, my daughter's mother was just trying to, get me to come out of pocket for an expense. And I'm like, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen right now. It's the first of the month. Rent is due. Other bills got paid. Everybody's finances, for the most part, is typically tight around the first and the end of the month. That's just the way that it is, right? So I told my daughter's mother, I'm like, yo, you need to call these people and see what they can do first before we or I have to come out of pocket, because it's these chicks and these kids, they think that men are just like ATM machines. Like, they just think we be having it like that. And even if we do have it like that, that doesn't mean that somebody should do something for you at a moment's notice just because. Especially when you're asking somebody to come out of pocket for an expense. And even if the child doesn't, say what the issue is or what the problem is, the child's mother should be communicating with the child's father, so that the child's father doesn't feel like, okay, like, all y'all doing is using me for money. All y'all doing is using me for money. You got bills and priorities just like I got bills and priorities. We have the same daughter. We share the same daughter. So if it's a situation where the child has probably came to you and asked you to resolve the situation, and you can't resolve the situation, what you think gonna happen? That child is gonna run to their father. So you can't let these kids be in control of things that need to get done. Otherwise, shit never gets done. You've been knowing this whole time that there was an issue that was going on, and all of a sudden, out the blue one day, you pop up and you trying to put the financial responsibility in my lap. When if I would have been advised of the situation a week or two ago, or as soon it was a known issue, it could have been resolved much, much quicker. But you guys, children and mothers, you guys want to wait until the last minute and then try to run to the father like he just got it like that. And again, even if he got it like that, like he should just up and do something right then and there to resolve the issue, when it's an issue that has been continuing to go on day after day, week after week, potentially month after month. And I just don't understand that. And so my way of dealing with the situation is like, yo, you just gonna have to deal with the situation. You just gonna have to deal with the situation. Because you should have told me before it became a big issue. And so I guess the moral of the situation, or of the story that I'm telling, is if you have communication with your child's father, don't wait until the last minute to tell him that you need something. Children, if you're watching this video, if your mother is not able to do something for you, do not wait until the last minute to tell your father. If there's an issue that needs to be resolved, your father probably should be the first to know, even before the mother. Or if you're going to be telling the mother, then you need to be telling the father at the same time so the father can do what he needs to do to make sure the issue is resolved. This is what happens when you try to exclude the father out of the situation and think that the situation is just going to handle itself. 9 times out of 10, it doesn't work like that. Name me a situation that requires action to be taken that resolves itself. Name me a situation that requires action to be taken that resolves itself. There are no situations. This ain't one of them situations where it's just like, well, say your prayer and it'll get fixed. No. Faith without works is dead. Prayer without works is not even prayer. You're just talking. And the issue, this situation, the small situation that I'm talking about, is not even a big situation. It's a very tiny situation, but this tiny situation has been allowed to grow and grow and grow because the mother didn't communicate with the father about a situation that was going on, and then want to get upset when the father is like, yo, I ain't gonna be able to take care of this today. I'm gonna need a little bit of time to take care of this situation. Grown ass person over here grown ass person over here doing what children do, which is wait till the last minute to say something when it comes to a child, when it comes to your child, the child that you both share. So that's it. That's all I wanted to say. Stop thinking that, mothers, stop thinking that y'all can handle situations and not say nothing to the father when you're going to end up running to the father in the first place. If it's a situation, it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if it's big or little. If it's a situation that's going to require the father to be involved, or if you know that you got too much on your plate and you might need the father to take over and do something, you need to be telling that father so that he can actually do what he needs to do and get the job done. Fathers get shit done. We don't just let shit go to the wayside and let it become a bigger problem. Men get shit done. This is what we do. And the only reason I'm making this video is because I'm annoyed with having to deal with these same situations over and over and over again. Like we're adults. If you know that something needs to be done, then you need to be communicating with that father to make sure that it gets done. So that the father, if you're not going to do it, then tell the father so he can do it. Anyway, y'all, I got to wrap this up. I will talk to you guys later. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. Hit the follow button if you're watching on Instagram. I love you guys. Y'all be safe and behave. Peace.